Well, as you've seen the title today, this is the only tier list you'll need for update 9. And if you got any argument, tell me at the end of this video. But for now, you should make sure to subscribe and also like the video. You don't want me to find you, so yeah, like the video. Anyway, let's start the tier list. So let's start the tier list for the, let's just see. The first tier we're gonna start with is useless. And yes, everyone in this tier is useless, bro. I'm not gonna be yapping that much because everyone in this tier have fallen off. Maybe some of them is kind of useful, but I'm gonna say they are not. So now let's move on to the support, or let's just say the good support tier. This tier gives us some support that used to be meta support, but now they aren't that crazy. And yeah, it's not a unit I gotta show from the new ones because I'm only gonna be diving in too much with the new units. So cat girl over here, this girl, the reason why she's only in good support tier is because she is quite inconsistent with her debuffs, so I cannot put her into meta support. That won't be fair. So yeah, and she is behind some of these guys, bro. I think like she is pretty good where she is already there, where she is already. But I'm gonna move it a little bit over here, and she gotta go. I mean, yeah, bro. There is some things that kind of messed up, but like this is the tier, and yeah, there are some supports that used to be DPS such as Buchan, but I'm not gonna put Buchan in that tier, bro. She's already good over here. So next tier is a meta support. Should I move this up? Nah, I think it's fine. So this guy, why is he number one? Simple. He does his stuff pretty good, but we aren't here to talk about that. Over here, you can see we have Kazuha or Kalasuba. Bruh, I hate saying names like this, but he can be really good support, and he can also be a DPS, but not a really strong one. But he's also usable with Monarch, and he still will be doing your support. He does slow, and I think he also has some type of shield ally that will be healing herself until an enemy hits her, so that enemy would take the same damage as her health. But still, he's pretty good, and maybe I should lower him a little bit, but I think his position is quite fine. Now let's go on to the DPS, or should I say damage dealer. They won't only be scaled of their damage, they will be also scaled of how good they are. So you might be asking why the heck Dot is here. Dot is pretty good, bro. I think I gotta move some of these guys. Well, Traitors is yeah, Rumi gotta go pretty low, bro. Yeah, over here is fine. So yeah, their position is quite good. Traceless can be better than Dot, but the problem with Traceless, or should I say Deku, is that he does gain more SPA when facing an boss. If the stage doesn't have a super or tanky bosses, well, you will be fine. But if it does, you are probably cooked. So the Deku should even be going a little lower, by the way, a little lower. Dot is pretty good. He does teleport, and he has a pretty decent DPS overall. But I do think Dot can also be a little bit lower, bro. I think I've put him a little high. But still, these guys are just not that good. Also, I forgot to talk about Rumi. Rumi is not really good as DPS. She is pretty decent with her DPS, but the problems come with her passive, changing her AoEs, and yeah, I think she won't be performing that well, and she's a pretty niche unit. Let's go to the next one, sub meta tier. Over here we have crazy units that are basically usable, and Yeah, pretty insane. We got Lizard and Shiro at the top of this tier. And why are they here? Simple. Lizard does AoE damage. Lizard has a nuke and Lizard does insane damage. He also can support dot units and increasing their damage. Oh, you wonder why Lizard is here? Well, he's just insane that way, bro. He is insane. And if you got Monarch on this guy, bro, you're probably gonna be drowning into, I don't know, bro, doing crazy damage, I guess. Yeah, that's what I mean. So, yeah, the one we're gonna talk about now is Shiro. Shiro is pretty good, but he's a type of unit that you will probably need to manage a lot and will be playing lazy with this guy. He has a type of ability that will damage the entire map, and I think it's for a bit, not too long, but it does damage quite a lot. He also had some command board, something like that, like similar to Vanguard Sanjino, that has different AoEs and different damage potential. It does pretty good DPS, and not gonna lie, both of these guys can be in upper meta, or should I say meta, but I'm gonna hold them or just put them over here because in the meta side is pretty crazy. So yeah, let's just move on into the meta side, bro. Oh man, when I say I don't want to talk about this thing, what mess do we have over here? Someone gonna probably slander me in the comments, but bro, I don't care, bro. This is my ranking, and you can argue whether with whatever you want, but this is mine and mine alone. Anyway, where's the thing again? Okay, let's start with Hellkiller. The reason why Hellkiller is below this guy, Wonder of You, or should I say Thunder? I don't know. I don't even know why the heck I did this, but Hellkiller is a pretty good unit. One placement does a crazy amount of DPS. His special ability allows you to have a gun and shoot the bosses yourself, which that gun is considered to be infinite range, if I'm not wrong. The gun doesn't last that long, but still pretty insane, bro. His passive carry, and also you gotta remember he's an unbound unit. An unbound unit can be buffed by this guy right here. Broly will be super insane for this guy. So if you got Broly, bring this guy, you might be seeing some crazy numbers, bro. Not gonna lie, his DPS will be on top of the roof. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna say Hellkiller deserved his placement, but being oh yeah, bro, why I'm doing this? Why is the problem with me? You wonder. Well, one of you is pretty good. Insane, he does more damage than any unit I can imagine so far. Basically by his passive and the way he plays and his gimmicks. But man, the thing is, his DPS is really inconsistent. And you know me, when units are quite inconsistent, I will probably lower them. I mean, they can be down on top of the tier, but yeah, his placement is pretty fair. He does like I think 100k plus TPS, and he can be pretty good for saving your bases, I guess. I know many of you guys already know how he plays, bro. It's been like 4 days after the update, bro, so we don't talk that much about him. So yeah, you know, one of you, he's good at where I place him, though. If you got some argument, I'm ready to listen about them. Anyway, let's move on. Next one is Hollow Self or Hollow Knight, bro. This guy, some people might say I did this a little unfair, but bro, I don't care. I'm not gonna put him in front of the King of Curses because the King of Curses does support this guy, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, you can change this whatever you so my bad. Whatever you want, however you want, bro. But the thing is, this is my tier list, and I decide what to happen, bro. You don't have the choice over here, so you gotta chill. You gotta chill, bro. Yeah, that's all, bro. You gotta chill. So, Hollow Knight is a type of unit that summons. Yes, like I said, he does summon. has a soul tree or a skill tree like thing before starting the match that will allow you to give him various buffs such as lower his SPA, give him more range, give him some damage, and just various stuff to do, bro. And yeah, that makes him pretty crazy, and that's why he might even be in front of Sukuna, bro. I just listened about what I said, and if you didn't see my Hollow Knight video, bro, check that out. Check that out, yeah, check that out. But like Hollow Knight also have some nukes in his special ability, and which makes him kind of crazy, bro. How much nukes do you need, bro? And should I put him in front of Broly? Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. I'm not doing that, bro. I don't care. Whole Knight might be better, but I'm not moving to where Broly is. And yeah, you might be saying, why Deal Over Heaven is on top at #1, bro? Simple. Simple, really. Do I need to tell you that Deal Over Heaven is broken? It's literally broken, bro. Bro's insane. Bro does everything. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. He can apply, what is called again? Yeah, some effects such as debuff the enemy or give them bubble effects, bro. Slow them down, stun them, bro. He does everything. And his time stop is the best time stop in the game so far. Bro, bring me some arguments, bro. I'm not lying. Bro, I'm just waiting to see you guys in the comments just trying to beat my ass, bro. Like, bro, you won't catch me lacking over there. But what I'm gonna say, Deal Over Heaven is insane. And his DPS also is kinda good. Like, not kinda good, it's insane too. But the problem lies in his range. But bro, he's #1. And I think he's the best unit in the game, even beating Broly. And this is a proof of power creep, bro. This is the moment and when people should be talking about power creep, bro. I'm gonna talk about it. I don't care what you're gonna say, bro. I'm coming and talk about it. Power creep is real, bro. Since the Escano update, bro, we be seeing power creep, but we are not talking about that today. Also, Deal Over Heaven can be in the, what is called again? In the support tier. He can be the best support in the game, bro. He's the best support in the game. Best support, best DPS. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, bro? If I see an argument in the comments trying to say Deal Over Heaven is not good, bro, I will search you, bro. I will go to your house. But don't forget to subscribe, because that will be even worse, bro. You don't want me to find you, bro. You don't want me to find you. And yeah, that's it for the tier list, bro. And this is the only tier list you will need for update 9. Yes, I'm not capping, bro. If you got an argument, bro, even if you want, just join my Discord server, bro. I'll be there and yap to the day of the next update comes around. Anyway, subscribe, like, and Zyber out of the game.